Physics class 12 chapter 5 magnetism and matter. Exercise question number 5.3. A short bar magnet placed with its axis at 30 degree with uniform external magnetic field of 0.25 Tesla experiences a torque of magnitude equal to 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 2. So this is the magnet placed in the external magnetic field. It is making angle 30 degree. It experiences a force because it is placed in the magnetic field and with some angle. And that force, which is torque, it is given to us 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 joule. You have to find magnitude of magnetic moment of the magnet. Here what we are given is angle theta, that is 30 degree with magnetic moment and magnetic field. Magnitude of B is given 0.25 Tesla and torque is given 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 joule. You have to find M. Now we know torque is given by mb sin theta. You have to find M value. B sin theta transfer here, so you get tau B sin theta is equal to M. Put the value of tau 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 2. B 0.25 into sin 30. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Simplify, you get 9 by 25. Which gives you 0.36 joule per Tesla. So that is the value of magnetic moment. Question number 5.4. A short bar magnet of magnetic moment M is equal to 0.32 joule per Tesla is placed in a uniform magnetic field of 0.15 Tesla. If the bar is free to rotate in the plane of the field, which orientation would correspond to its number A, stable, number B, unstable equilibrium? What is the potential energy of the magnet in each case? Okay. Now we are given a magnet which is have got magnetic moment 0.32. Then the field magnitude is given to 0.15 Tesla. They have asked a stable and unstable equilibrium. If you look in this figure, if this north pole is aligned with the magnetic field, if magnetic field this side, the north pole is here. So if the needle instead of like this, magnetic needle or bar magnet instead of like this, if it is placed like this, that means it is stable. That means angle is 0 degree. Okay. And if you turn this in 180 degree, okay, if you turn 180 degree, then it will become unstable equilibrium. It is equilibrium, but it will become unstable. Okay. So when the magnetic moment, this magnetic moment is parallel to magnetic field, that is theta between them becomes 0. That time they are in stable equilibrium, and you turn over this 180 degree, then it will become unstable equilibrium. Okay, so this unstable equilibrium, it will be theta will be 180, and for stable it will be theta between M and B will be 0 degree. Here what we are given is M is equal to 0.32 joule per Tesla, B 0.15 Tesla. Now as I said, therefore stable equilibrium, angle between M and B should be 0. M and B should be parallel. Now we know torque is given by mb sin theta. We know that potential energy of magnet is minus mb cos theta. Okay, we have derived this during the calculation. So potential energy is equal to minus 0.32 into 0.15 cos 0 degree. Okay, equilibrium, stable equilibrium. Multiply this, cos 0 is 1, so you get minus 0.048 joule. Second part, the magnet will be in unstable equilibrium when M is antiparallel to B. Therefore, theta is 180. Potential energy of magnet is equal to minus mb cos theta. M value is from here 0.32, B value is 0.15, and cos 180. Cos 180 is minus 1. So I put here minus 1. This you place the value, multiply, minus and minus plus. So you get value 0.048 joule. So that is the potential energy or potential energy of magnet in unstable equilibrium. Question number 5.5. A closely wound solenoid of 800 tons, an area of cross section 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square, carries a current of 3 ampere. Explain the sense in which the solenoid acts like a bar magnet. What is its associated magnetic moment? First we'll find the magnetic moment. We are given that number of turns n is equal to 800 tons. Area of cross section 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. and current is given to you 3 ampere. We know that magnetic dipole moment is given by M is equal to NIA. Put the value N 800, current 3, area 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 4. Multiply, you get 60 into 10 to the power minus 2, which gives you M is equal to 0.6 ampere into meter square. They have asked us explain the sense in which the solenoid acts like a bar magnet. Okay, so you can draw these two figures. You can see here is north pole, south pole. The field lines come out from the north, enter into south. Okay, same way, if this is a solenoid, if current is passing from here, then these two sides will act like the poles. This will become north pole, this will become south pole. Okay, x like. So we can say that the two are equivalent. Okay, or other way you can say that the magnetic field on axis of a bar magnet is given by B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2m divided by x cube, where m is m into 2l. Okay, and same way we know that magnetic field on the axis of solenoid is given by B solenoid is equal to mu naught 4 pi divided by 4 pi into 2m x cube. So both the answer or both the formulas are same. So we can say that solenoid acts like a bar magnet. Question number 5.6. If the solenoid in exercise 5.5 is free to turn about the vertical direction and a uniform horizontal field of 0.25 Tesla is applied, what is the magnitude of torque on the solenoid when its axis makes an angle of 30 degree with the direction of applied field? This is the solenoid. Okay, this is the magnetic field. It is making the angle 30 degree, and you have to find the torque experienced by this solenoid. We are given here magnitude of B 0.25 Tesla, and from the previous question 0.6, theta is going to 30 degree, and you have to find the torque. The formula is torque is tau is equal to mb sin theta. M value is 0.6, B is 0.25, sin theta is 30. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Multiply, you get 0.075 Newton into meter. So that is the torque experienced by the given solenoid. Question number 5.7. A bar magnet of magnetic moment 1.5 Joule per Tesla lies aligned with the direction of a uniform magnetic field of 0.22 Tesla. So we have got a bar magnet. It is aligned with the magnetic field. So magnetic field also in this direction. Okay. So that is the magnitude is given to you for the magnetic field 0.22 Tesla, and the bar magnet is aligned in this direction. Number A. What is the amount of work required by an external torque to turn the magnet so as to align the magnetic moment? Number 1. Normal to the direction of field. Number 2. Opposite to the direction of field. Now, the first case they are saying bar magnet is aligned with the magnetic field in this direction. But you are turning it and giving the torque and turning it 90 degree normal. Okay, this direction. Okay, so you are turning it, giving torque and turning it normal to the magnetic field. So beginning the theta was 0 degree with B, and after the second situation it is becoming normal. So angle between the M and B becomes 90 degree. Magnetic moment is from south to north, so it is in this direction, but when it is turned 90 degree, it is in above direction. Okay, and then second one is opposite to the field. So now magnetic field is like this. Okay, magnetic field is this direction we are taking. The bar is like magnetic needle or magnetic bar is like this. Okay, you are turning over 180 degree. So 180 degree, so north comes here. So first magnetic moment was in this direction, here becomes like this. Okay, and we have to find the torque. First we have to find the work required to be done. That is, you have to use the potential energy formula. Okay, and second one we have to find the torque. Okay, so both we have to find. So let us find first the work done. So what we are given, we'll write first. We are given that M is equal to 1.5 Joule into Tesla minus 1 power, and B is equal to 0.22 Tesla. Part 1. Part A 1. Theta 1 is 0 degree. Okay. First it is in align with the magnetic field, and then second position it is turning to 90 degree. So we take theta 2 is equal to 90 degree. Work done in rotating the W is equal to minus mb cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. M value is 1.5, B value is 0.22, cos theta 2 is taken 90 and beginning it is theta 1 is 0. Cos 90 is 0, cos 0 is 1. Multiply this, you get 0.330. Minus minus plus, you get 0.33 joule. Now part 2 in number A, theta 1 is 0 and theta 2 is 180. You are rotating anti-parallel or the opposite to the applied magnetic field. Formula is same, but theta 1 and theta 1 is same, theta 2 is changed. So W is equal to minus mb cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. M value is 1.5, B is 0.22, cos 180 minus cos 0. Cos 180 is minus 1, cos 0 is 1, minus 1 minus 1 is minus 2. And this multiplication is 0.330. Multiply this minus 2 into minus 0.33, you get 0.66 joule. Okay, so this is the work done by the external force. Now part B is asked torque. Okay, what will be the torque on the magnet? So tau is equal to mb sin theta. Theta is 90, so 1.5, 0.22 sin 90, which is 1. So you get 1.5 into 0.22 is 0.33 joule. Then for the second part, tau is equal to mb sin theta. Theta is 180 and sin 180 is 0. So this answer comes to be 0. Okay, so these are the answer for question 5.7. Question number 5.8. A closely wound solenoid of 2000 tons and area of cross section 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square carrying current of 4 ampere is suspended through its center, allowing it to turn in a horizontal plane. What is the magnetic moment associated with the solenoid? Number B. What is the force and torque as a solenoid if uniform horizontal field 7.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 Tesla is set up at angle 30 degree with axis of solenoid. Here we are given number of ton 2000 tons, area of the section cross section area 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square and the current is 4 ampere. We know that magnetic moment is given by M is equal to NIA. Put the value of N 2000. I is 4 and area is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 4. Multiply, you get 1.28 ampere into meter square. We know that force on solenoid kept in uniform magnetic field is 0. Okay, so the force on the solenoid is 0. But since it has got some angle with the magnetic field, it will have torque. Given that theta is 30 degree and B is equal to 7.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 Tesla. So torque on solenoid is tau is equal to mb sin theta. M value from here 1.28, B value given to you 7.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 and sin 30. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Multiply, you get 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton into meter. So that is a torque experienced by the solenoid. Question number 5.9. A circular coil of 16 turns and radius 10 cm carrying current of 0.75 ampere rests with its plane normal to an external field of magnitude 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 Tesla. The coil is free to turn about an axis in its perpendicular to field direction. When the coil is turned slightly and released, it oscillates about its stable equilibrium with frequency of 2 seconds per minus 1. What is the moment of inertia of the coil about its axis of rotation? Okay, so what we are given is number of turns 16. Radius is given to 10 cm, convert into meter by multiplying by 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Current is given 0.75 ampere. Magnetic field is given to you 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 Tesla. And frequency is given mu is equal to 2 second minus 1 power. Okay, so first we'll find the magnetic moment. So M is equal to NIA. N is 16, I is 0.75 and area we are given radius of the coil, so we write pi r square. R value is 10 minus 1 power 10 to the power minus 1, pi is 3.14 and r square means 10 power minus 1 whole square. This is as it is, this is as it is. Multiply, you will get 37.68 into 10 to the power minus 2 ampere into meter square. we have to find inertia. So we have used this formula in our theory part. T is equal to 2 pi square root of I mb divided by mb. We are given frequency. So relation between T and the frequency is mu is equal to 1 by T. So take the reciprocal of this. So 1 by 2 pi square root of mb by I. To remove the square root, square both the side. So mu square is equal to 1 by 4 pi square mb by I. Interchange I and mu square. So I change here. I is equal to 1 by 4 pi square. M value you put, B value you put, divide by mu square. Mu is given to you 2. So put that value. Multiply, you get 1.194 into 10 to the power minus 4 kilogram into meter square. So that is the inertia, moment of inertia for the coil which is rotating. Question number 5.10. A magnetic needle allowed to turn freely in vertical plane parallel to the magnetic meridian has its north tip indicating down at 22 degree with horizontal. Determine the magnitude of the Earth's magnetic field at the place with its horizontal component measured as 0.35 Gauss. This is the scenario. This is the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. This is the magnetic field of the Earth. And this side, this one, if you take, this will be the vertical component of Earth's magnetic field. This angle is angle of D, which is given to you 22. Okay, so this is given and BH is given, and you have to find BE. You have to find. Okay, we have got the formula. We are given that angle of deep I is equal to 22 degree. HE, that is Earth's horizontal component, is 0.35 Gauss. You write in Tesla 0.35 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. And we have to find BE. Now we know that HE is equal to BE cos I. So I have to find BE cos I, you transfer here. So HE by cos I equal to BE. HE is given to 0.35 into 10 to the power minus 4. Cos I is going to 22. Then cos 22 is 0.9272. And this value is as it is. Divide, you get 0.38 Gauss. So this is the answer, or this is the value of the Earth's magnetic field. Question number 5.11. At a particular place in Africa, a compass needle points 12 degrees west of the geographical north. The north tip of the magnetic needle of a deep circle placed in the plane of magnetic meridian points 60 degrees above the horizontal. Find the magnitude and direction of Earth's field at particular place with its horizontal component measured as 0.16 Gauss. Okay, this is the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. It is given to us as 0.16 Gauss. This is the Earth's magnetic field. This is the horizontal component and this will be the vertical component. And the angle between these two is given to you angle of deep, which is given to you 60. We are given then angle of deep I is equal to 60 degree. Horizontal component of Earth magnetic field H is equal to 0.16 Gauss. You have to find BE. Now we have H is equal to BE cos I. Then I want to find B, so cos I you transfer here. So B is equal to HE cos I. HE value is given to 0.16 into 10 to the power minus 4. It is given in Gauss. You multiply by 10 to the power 4, so it becomes in Tesla. And cos I is 60. Then cos 60 is 1 by 2. Okay, so it is 1 by 2. Then you take it up and multiply. So what you get is 0.32 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. 0.32 Gauss. Okay, in the Gauss it will be remove 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, this is the Earth. This is the north and south. So the magnetic field line come out from here, enter here. Okay, its direction is along 60 degree, making with horizontal from south to north. So this is the answer for question number 11. Question 5.12. A short bar magnet has a magnetic moment of 0.48 Joule per Tesla. Give the direction and magnitude of the magnetic field produced by the magnet at a distance of 10 cm from center of magnet on number A, the axis, B, equatorial line of the magnet. Okay, so you have got the situation is something like that. You have got the bar magnet. This is called axis. This is the equatorial line. Okay, we have to find on the axis at 10 cm and on the equatorial line also on that at 10 cm. Okay, so now see, if this is the north pole, then field line come out from here. So on this axis, the resultant at this point P will be, magnetic field will be in this direction. Okay, and here on the equatorial line or equatorial axis, a line will be opposite to the magnetic moment. Magnetic moment is from south to north. I have showed here. It will be opposite to this direction. This is the resultant of these two. It will be in this direction, opposite to N. Here x is equal to 10 centimeter, converting to meter, 10 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. M is going to be 0.48 joule per Tesla. Now we will use the formula for axis. We will use this formula, and for equatorial line you use this formula. So magnetic field on axis Bx is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2 into n divided by r cube. Mu naught by 4 pi is 10 to the power minus 4. 2 in here, and m value is 0.48 divided by r cube, that is 10 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole cube. Okay, multiply, simplify, so you get 0.96 into 10 to the power minus 7 into 10 to the power plus 3. This you can combine, so 0.96 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. Now for equatorial line, mu naught by 4 pi into mu by r cube. See the same formula, but this is half of it. Okay, so this mu naught by 4 pi is 10 to the power minus 4. M is same 4.48, and r also is same 10 into, it will become, see 10 into 10 to the power minus 2, it becomes 10 power minus 1 whole cube. Simplify, you get 0.48 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. So 1 you are getting, on the axis it is 0.96 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla, and on the equatorial line 0.48 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. Question number 5.13. A short bar magnet placed in a horizontal plane has its axis aligned along the magnetic north-south direction. Null points are found on the axis of the magnet at 14 cm from center of magnet. The Earth's magnetic field at the place is 0.36 Gauss and the angle of dip is 0. What is the total magnetic field on the normal bisector of the magnet at the same distance as the null point, that is 14 cm, from the center of magnet? At null points, field due to magnet is equal and opposite to the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. This is the magnet, okay, north and south pole, and its axis is aligned with the north and south pole. Okay, so this is aligned with the north and south direction. So this is the axis, and at this point P, we are given that this is the null point. At null point, the, see, north pole is here, so magnetic field on this axis, because of this magnet will be towards this side. Okay, so the B axis I have written here, and since it is aligned to the north south pole, the Earth's horizontal component is towards this side. This is null point, therefore at this point these two will be equal and opposite. Okay, so we start with that. Given that P is null point, therefore net magnetic field at P is P net is 0, that is B axis equal to BH. And B axis formula we know, mu naught by 4 pi into 2m divided by r cube equal to BH. Call it number 1. Now we have to find on this plane. Okay, this is the equatorial line. On this we have to find the net magnetic field. We are given that x is equal to 14 cm, converting to meter, 14 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. B is given to 0.36 Gauss. Angle of dip, that is I, is given to 0. Horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field is BH is equal to BE cos I. Cos I is 0, BE is 0.36. So what you get, cos 0 is 1, so you get 0.36 Gauss. This is BH. Okay, this BH value we will use this and put here. So from equation 1, mu naught 2m 4 pi divided by 4 pi into r cube equal to BH. Okay, 2 you transfer here, so what you get here is mu naught m by 4 pi r cube is equal to BH by 2. BH value from here you put 0.36. So 0.36 divided by 2, you get 0.18 Gauss. Call it number 2. When P point lies on equatorial axis, okay, at this equatorial axis, and P point lies here at the distance x, the P equatorial is given by mu naught by 4 pi m divided by x cube. Okay, this is the formula on the equatorial, the magnetic field on the equatorial line. And this direction will be opposite to magnetic moment. Okay, see, magnetic moment is from south to north, and this direction will be north to south. Okay, this direction opposite. So B, this value from here you write 0.18 Gauss. Okay, from equation 2. Now B net is so BH plus B equatorial. So BH is 0.36 and B equatorial is this much. Total you get 0.54 Gauss. Therefore, the total magnetic field on normal bisector of magnet at 14 cm from the center of 0.54 Gauss. So the net is 0.54 Gauss and its direction is along BE or BH. Okay, so that is the answer for question number 5.13. Question 5.14. If the bar magnet in exercise 5.13 is turned by 180, where will the new null point be located? This was the last question. Okay. Now you are turning this 180. So here the south will come here, north will come here. I have drawn the situation here. So north and south. The magnetic moment will be from south to north. So in this direction. Okay. Now the null point will not be found here. Why? Because we know that on this axis now the B axis will be in this direction and magnetic and the earth horizontal component will be in this direction only. So BH will be in this direction, B axis also in this direction, so they will not nullify. But on the equatorial line, BH is here, so BH is in this direction and B equatorial will be opposite to the magnetic moment. Magnetic moment is south to north. So at this point, because of this magnet, the B equatorial will be in this direction. So at this point it will be nullified, or this should be the 0 point. Okay, they will nullify here. If magnet is turned 180 degree, null point will be found at P, that is on equatorial line, if BH is equal to B equatorial. Okay, so BH at the equatorial it will be BH is equal to B equatorial. At the null point BH is equal to B equatorial. BH is mu naught 2n divided by 4 pi x cube is equal to B equatorial is mu naught 4 pi n x cube. This x cube will take as a x1. Okay, because we want to find this distance. So x1 mu naught m 4 pi cut, and then you get here 2 by x cube. Now take the 2 by x cube and here you will get 1 by x1. Okay, I am taking this x1 cube. Then from the exercise pH is equal to mu naught 2m divided by 4 pi x cube, where x cube is 14. Okay, 0.14 meter. So x cube by 2 is equal to x1 cube. Take the, I want to find x value. No, you take x1 is equal to, take the cube root. So you get x by 2 power 1 by 3. X value is 0.14 and 2 power 1 by 3 is 1.259. Divide, you get 0.11 meter. Can write in centimeter equal to 11.1 centimeter. Okay, so that is the answer for the question number 14. Question number 5.15. A short bar magnet of magnetic moment 5.25 into 10 to the power minus 2 joule per Tesla is placed with its axis perpendicular to the Earth's magnetic field direction. At what distance from the center of magnet the resultant field is inclined at 45 degree with Earth's field on number A is normal bisector and number B is axis. The magnitude of Earth's field at the place is given to be 0.42 Gauss. Ignore the length of magnet in comparison to the distance involved. What they have said that bar magnet is with the magnetic moment, that is m 5.25 10 to the power minus 2 joule per Tesla, is placed with axis perpendicular to the earth magnetic field. Okay, so magnetic field, if I take earth magnetic field in this direction, then the magnet is placed in like this direction. Okay, if magnetic field is in this direction, then it is placed perpendicular, the axis is perpendicular, so bar magnet is placed in this way. Okay, its magnetic moment is given, magnetic field is given, and the resultant which you are finding, it is making some angle, that angle is 45 degree. This is the figure. This is south and north. This is what it is perpendicular to the Earth's magnetic field. Okay, so this axis is perpendicular. So the on this equatorial line, okay, the magnetic field is BE this side. Okay, and the resultant of this on the equatorial line, because of this magnet, it will be towards this side, B equatorial, opposite to the magnetic moment. Magnetic moment is from south to north, so it is in this direction. The resultant of this these two is this one. Okay, you complete the parallelogram. So this is the resultant of B equatorial and BE, Earth's magnetic field, and it is inclined with the magnetic field of the Earth 45 degree. Okay, and this distance is taken, let us take it as x. Okay, and we have to find this distance. Same way on the axis, Okay, the magnetic field will be in the same direction for the earth, that is BE. This is the same, but on the axis it will be north is here, then it will be this in this direction. Okay, B axis will be this direction. The resultant of this come to the parallelogram, so you get here at 45 degree, and this resultant makes 45 degree with the Earth's magnetic field, and we have to find this distance from the center. Okay, we'll take it x. So let us solve the first part. We are given that BE is equal to 0.42 Gauss converted to Tesla by multiplying 10 to the power minus 4. Magnetic moment is given 5.25 into 10 to the power minus 2 joule into Tesla, joule per Tesla. Theta is given to 45. Now in this triangle you apply tan theta here. So tan theta is equal to opposite by opposite side, that is this one divided by this side. Okay, so this one B equatorial will be same this one because they are parallel, and this BE, this value. Okay, so B equatorial by BE, but tan for theta is 45, so tan 45 is 1, so B equatorial by BE. Transfer here, so you get BE is equal to B equatorial, call it number 1. Now we know B equatorial is equal to mu naught 4 pi into m by x cube. Okay, this is the formula. Transfer x cube here, B equatorial this side. Okay, so this is what you get. So you get mu naught by 4 pi m by BE, because BE and B equatorial is same from equation 1. Then the value put mu naught by 4 pi 10 to the power minus 4 into m is given to 5.25 into 10 to the power minus 2, and B is 0.42 into 10 to the power minus 4. Simplify, you get 5.25 by 0.42 into 10 to the power minus 5. That is 12.5 into x into 10 to the power minus 5. Okay, remove this point and add here. So 125 into 10 to the power minus, this is x cube value. Take a cube root, so this becomes 5, and this 10 power minus this becomes 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Coming into centimeter, x is equal to 5 centimeter, or you can just keep x is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Now the part B on the axis. Okay, so here also, since theta is 45, BE is equal to B axis. Here B is equal to B axis as theta is 45. So BE value is, this is the formula, mu naught 4 pi into 2m divided by x cube. X cube and BE interchange. So x cube is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2m BE. Mu naught by 4 pi is 10 power 7 into 2, m is given to you 5.25 10 to the power minus 2, and B is 0.42 into 10 to the power minus 4. Simplify, you get 250 into 10 to the power minus 6. Take a cube root, so x equal to 250 into 10 to the power minus 6 power 1 by 3. So this comes to be 6.3, and 10 power minus 6 power 1 by 3 comes to be 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So this is the meter, and centimeter if you convert, it comes to be 6.3 centimeter. So this is the value on the axis, and this first value is on the equatorial line. So this is the answer for question number 5.15. Thank you very much.